Welcome, listeners, to Family Life Chronicles podcast, where we pull back the curtain on the origins of our story. We are your hosts. I'm Curtis.
And I'm Amber. So come along for the ride and let's get to it.
What's going on, everybody? I am here with Abriel Marshall.
Yes, hi, my name is Abriel Marshall, as you just said.
All right, and so we're here just to learn a little bit about Abriel. And so you ready for this?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, so let's jump into this. So, Abriel, tell us about your basketball background. How long have you been playing basketball?
I've been playing basketball since first grade, and right now I'm in 8th grade.
All right, awesome, cool. So, what do you consider your greatest strength as a basketball player?
I think that my greatest strength is, I'm able to, be able to get to the bucket really fast, and I'm also able to, make great passes off attacking the bucket whenever, all of, the defense crowds in, so.
Okay. So, how do you prepare yourself mentally and physically for a game?
Sometimes I listen to music whenever my AirPods aren't dead because sometimes I don't charge them enough. But I also do like to do some form shooting, just around the goal, that's close to warm up my shot. So.
Okay. All right. So, can you share an example of a challenging situation that you faced on the court and how you handled it?
Just sometimes not being able to. This last game I had, I was getting a lot of turnovers sometimes off passes and things. I wasn't making the right passes. They were either they were too high or they were too fast or it wasn't the right moment. And I just had to calm down a little bit and kind of slow it down so that we're not getting as many turnovers.
Okay. Is there anything that you did to calm down in the game?
Move slower instead of trying to go so fast because I think I was kind of rushing myself.
Okay. All right. So what do you do continually to improve your basketball skills?
I work out at the lab for, 3 days a week now since we play on Thursdays. But whenever we don't play on Thursdays, I'm able to work out 4 times a week. Or sometimes whenever he goes to do a private with somebody, I do go and shoot around and work on my shot a little bit.
All right, and so she's giving just a little disclaimer. So I do private. So, yes, I am a basketball trainer. So that is another thing that I do on the side as well. All right, so, okay, good, Avery. So how do you handle pressure situations such as crucial free throws or if you have a last-second shot?
I just really try to, cancel everything out and try to make sure that I'm really focused so that I'm able to make the shot or the right play or the right pass or whatever we're supposed to be doing or where coach wants us to get the ball or you know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, sounds like you locked in because as a player myself, one thing I did, I was so focused, I didn't even notice what was around, all the thousands of people that was coming to watch, I didn't hear it. Everything that I heard was just and seen was just what was in front of me and what's on the court. And so definitely important to just stay locked in. Okay. So how do you adapt to different playing styles and opponents?
Well, normally you just have to change or whether they're fast or they're slow. Normally I just try to pay attention to what they do best or I'll just go back and try to watch whenever we played them the year before, the previous year, so that I can kind of get a grasp on how they already play as opposed to the last team we played to who we're playing now.
Okay. And so can you share an example of a game-changing play or a moment in your basketball career? Anything that you can think of?
No. Well, we do whenever we play this one team, I was making a lot of good plays. Well, I just think that I was making a lot of good plays, but I think whenever I started scoring and stuff, that changed the game because I was just kind of, I was scoring, but I wasn't really attacking the basket. But I think whenever I started attacking the basket, that the energy changed and just my team played more on a higher level too.
All right, awesome, cool. So how do you stay motivated during the season? Because we know that basketball seasons go for an extension of a few months and stuff. So it normally starts off in November and goes all the way to February. So how do you stay motivated during the season?
I try to stay motivated, I really try to like keep going, and I look at my goals and where I want to be for this summer or this next coming high school season that I'm wanting to play varsity, and I just look at my goals and where I want to be, and that's how I try to keep myself motivated.
Okay, so just keeping the goals in front of you. All right, good. So how do you handle like disagreements or conflicts with teammates or even coaches?
I normally just kind of shake it off, or like I don't really like argue about it. I just kind of keep to myself and stay quiet.
Okay, all right. So, like, what is your leadership style? Like, how do you help motivate your teammates?
Well, I just like to do like the simple things, like come on, we got it, like we could do this, like you'll make your next shot, easy things like that, just encouraging your teammates. The little things that'll help them to get their confidence back up whenever they're having a bad
Okay.
game.
All right. So, I mean, you say it's little things, but I think it's a big thing because your words do have power. So, I think it's good to be encouraging, but also to speak positivity to others. And that definitely helps when it comes to motivation and encouraging teammates. So, that's really good. So, how do you maintain like your discipline and focus during practice and training sessions? Because I know myself, practices and training is not always fun. So how do you maintain that discipline and focus in those times?
I just really focus on how like I want to be able to play, and I know if I go like lazy or I'm not listening or I'm like doing my own thing, that he's not going to want to start me or even want me to be on the team or play. Like wherever I am, whether it's school or or AAU or EYBL or wherever I am, it's just they're not. If I'm being lazy in practice or being lazy in training, I'm never gonna get to where I want to be.
Okay. All right, cool. So how do you stay updated to like the latest basketball trends or strategies or things that's going on like in the nation or even worldwide?
Sometimes I like stay on Instagram and I follow Overtime and stuff, so I see like different little clips, of like different players, like Aaliyah Chavez, and there's this one clip of Bella Hines when she did this like layup and it hit like the side of the rim and it like went in, and it was an and one. So, or sometimes you go on YouTube and Courtside Films, they have like some pretty cool like new things, new players.
Okay, cool. So do you have a favorite basketball player?
I may have like two favorites because I do like Larry Bird, but then
Okay.
I do like Cadence Parker. Yeah.
Okay, so Larry Bird and Candace Parker. Candace Parker?
Candace.
All right, Candace Parker. All right, cool. And so can you share a specific example of a game where you made a critical defensive stop or a defensive play? Do you remember any games like that?
Well, no, because we're kind of blowing everybody out right currently. So 7th grade and 8th grade. So
Okay. All right.
I mean,
So
I just think that my team, we have like a lot of great defensive moments that change the game where like maybe our coach gets excited.
okay, so
Maybe because we're already beating the team so bad.
all right, so a lot of teamwork, as you say, playing together as a team defensively. Okay, that's good. So how do you handle criticism and feedback from your coaches? So if your coaches are like giving you some criticism, how do you handle that? Because sometimes we know it can be good, but sometimes it's not always good.
I just take it and I say okay, and I try the best to apply it to my game and try to really listen to what they're saying and try to really grasp the concept and pay attention like really good so that I can change it, fix it, and play better.
Okay. And so we know that basketball seasons are pretty long. So how do you handle like the physical demands of a long basketball season?
I really try to stay exercise sometimes. Well, not sometimes, all the time. Because
Well,
I need to
like,
get
like
exercise.
what? Like
Like
what do you do?
I do work out at the lab, and on Wednesdays we do a lot of conditioning. So I really do try to go to my hardest on that.
Okay.
So, but we also do run a lot in practices too, on Mondays too. So I try to go my hardest whenever we're running or any running games that we're doing or 5-on-5 or whatever it is, try to push my hardest so that I can just be more conditioned, you know.
Okay. And so we know that the seasons are long, and so you know there's times where bodies are going to be sore. So what do you do for recovery?
Sometimes after games if I'm hurting, I do like to get in like an Epsom salt bath, you know, put some Epsom salt in it, and I do that. And then after that, I do, but normally, well, before the bath, I would like ice whenever I get home, and then I would do the bath. But then after that, I would use the gun or like a roller or something
Okay. All right. Is taking an ice
if
bath
necessary.
fun?
No.
No. Anything else you do besides ice bath?
Yeah. Other than ice bath, I just go to like cryo fits on like
Okay.
Fridays sometimes. But that's like after at games.
Okay, so cryo fit, icing, taking care of the body, stretching, all that good stuff. Okay, and so my last question for you is what are your career goals as a basketball player? And how do you plan to achieve them?
I would say that my career goals are to like play EYBL, you know, and then college, you know, get scholarships and things like that, and go to the WNBA. And I think by accomplishing that, I'll just have to like work harder and want it more, and always play to like the best of my ability, and not just half down or trying not to waste my energy or things like that. You know, I'll just have to keep pushing to go to the highest level if that's where I really want to be.
Okay. Well, y'all heard it from the one herself, Abrielle Marshall, basketball player, getting better, goals, working hard, getting better all the time. And so anything you want to say to the people out there watching and listening?
Always keep chasing your dreams, and God is always going to be there with you. And if you're somewhere that's not working out, it just may not be your time, but one day you'll go somewhere and it's going to be your time.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard it from the one over here, from Abrielle. There's a time, there's a place, but God will always see you through. So till the next time, thank y'all for checking us out and watching. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.